So, hello everyone, welcome. My name is Siv and I'm the community manager here at the AI campus, Berlin. And we are excited to welcome today our partner SAP. We have with us Dr. Fei Yu Xu, a global head of artificial intelligence, and then Simona Marincei, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, head of Intelligent Processes SME for SAP. Welcome. I'm very happy to have you with us today, and I will give you I give over to you, Fei, to introduce yourself and what you want to talk about today.
Thank you, Siv. Thank you for the invitation. I'm very glad to talk about enterprise artificial intelligence, how we inject AI into business services and business processes. And today we want to talk about two really relevant topics. One is the SAP AI strategy, namely injecting AI into business processes. And Simona will continue and show how we apply AI, artificial intelligence into intelligent solutions for SMEs and show you a demo. Before I talk about enterprise AI, I want to ask you three questions. Let me start with the first one. I want to ask you, how many times today did you unlock your smartphones with your face? And the second question is, how often did your mobile device suggest words to you while you are typing? And the third question, did your TV streaming portal recommend movies to you last evening? I guess if you can give me positive answers to one of these three questions, you have been one of the users of AI technologies, and you are using AI technologies in everyday life. For the first question, the answer, if you use your face to unlock your smartphone, you are using face recognition, face authentication technologies. For the second question, whether your mobile device suggests some words, the natural language processing technology like autocomplete, autocorrection technology are supporting you. And the third one, recommendation search technology, help you to find the movies you perhaps you like, right? Therefore, you use AI technology even perhaps unnoticed, right? Not aware of it, but they are convenient and efficient and fast. There's no doubt that AI is part of our private life, everyday life already. However, let's look at the enterprise world, how companies use AI technologies. I want to also start with some example, right? Let's think about the boring travel expense report, right? I think nobody really likes to do it. We often put it on the back burner, and it will be really nice. There's some nice software can do it automatically for us. And if we look at a manufacturing company, this is really important. If spare parts for a machine can be ordered automatically just in time, shortly before the damage and the repair, it saves money and also really important also for the reputation of the company, right? We have to deliver products in time with high quality. And the third example is like also for our everyday business life, intelligent email program, if it can really intelligently, automatically pre-classify the messages and understand the attachments and forward them to the colleagues who are waiting for processing the tasks. This is really cool to do the automation and understanding of our everyday tasks. And according to Bitkom study, just 6% of companies are using AI technology today. Only 1 in 5 companies is already planning to use AI or is at least discussing it. However, 73% of companies, actually most companies, right, believe AI is the most important technology for the future. And if we look at the intelligent transformation, in the first wave of digital transformation, SAP had a big success in our ERP software. We really help a lot of companies to digitalize their business processes all over the world. Today, we are middle in the second wave of intelligent transformation. Intelligent enterprise and enterprise artificial intelligence, enterprise AI are part of the second wave. Enterprise AI solutions apply AI technologies to automate the business process, automatically monitor the business process, analyze and optimize business processes, including planning and forecasting, right? Because AI technology can consider more data, connect the data, and also observe the new associations, connect the problems, and find the insights. Now AI for business is about to grow and blossom because AI and several other technologies such as cloud computing, big data, and Internet of Things have reached the necessary level of maturity. Together, they can enable application scenarios that were infeasible for a few years ago because of the lack of computer power and data. And for SAP, it's clear artificial intelligence is the most disruptive innovation of our lifetime. And AI is not just a decoration, nice to have anymore. It is becoming ubiquitous across all business process, as we experience also in our everyday life, right? Because mobile device is part of our everyday life. You use a mobile device every day, and the AI should also be part of the business processes. And we also believe the future enterprises, the best run enterprises business are the intelligent enterprises which apply technology within RJ and integrated business processes empowered by AI, because AI can, on top of the integrated data, provide solutions and also analysis and forecast planning optimization. As we SAP, we own the data models based on the enterprise data and from our customers, and also we own the enterprise knowledge, right? Business objects, business processes, about supply chain, about human resources. A lot of business areas we are expert inside these business processes, and also enterprise applications on top of the data, on top of the knowledge that run the most business process in the world. With AI empowered application, our customer can easily automate, this is the first thing, and optimize their business processes in order to achieve efficiency, cost saving, and even create new business. And furthermore, because still, as we see the statistic, many companies are scared of using AI technologies, we try to make AI technologies, AI solutions really easily consumable for our customers. And most important for us, the intelligent processes, intelligent solutions should create instant business value for our customers. Like I mentioned, right? Cost saving, productivity, efficiency, comfortable human user interaction, and even create new products, new ideas. And what is our SAP's AI strategy? Actually, I share with you already, right? Our motivation for AI, and we can simplify our AI strategy with two ways to infuse AI into business processes. First, given our ERP system, given our applications portfolio, we want to make every process, every portfolio, every application intelligent. Therefore, we natively embed AI into our standard software. And there are a lot of intelligent applications already, and many processes that with AI technology inside. Simona will show you some examples which we apply in the SME in a minute. Second, also we SAP, we also, since every company works differently, right? We also offer a growing, rich set of AI services via the SAP Business Technology Platform to customers, to partners, and our own SAP development teams. Then we are able to build extensions, integrations. They are, for example, SAP AI Business Services. I will explain you later. Our low-code, low-touch SAP conversational AI platform. You can build your own chatbot and intelligent robotic process automation, which can jump some manual steps and build your own workflow in the business processes. Now I want to share with you our holistic approach to putting AI into production. Now we are not only producing POCs and innovation projects, we want to produce AI applications in a large scale. And in the center of our approach is our AI factory. And the AI Factory works closely with also supporting functions, because all the AI applications should work under proper legal framework. And also AI Factory can only be successful if the talents and also the teams can work together. And also commercialization is very important, sales and services. Furthermore, we need our ecosystem, right? Partners and also suppliers for different AI data technologies, because we cannot, and we also don't want to work on every AI technologies ourselves, right? And the research community will give us the talents, give us the inspiration for the future portfolio. Now let's take a close look at our AI Factory. Our AI Factory enables and produces enterprise AI technology and solutions. It builds on top of AI foundation. What is our AI foundation? It provides unified lifecycle management and operation across SAP and partners AI technology. It gives our developers the chance to build and training, inferencing AI models. This is very important. And given this, and on top of this, we can have centralized development and measurement of data corpora, high quality data corpora, have a high quality standard of annotation, and also general business relevant AI functions, which I will share with you the examples of AI business services. And given the infrastructure for training inferencing, given the AI assets, data and the functions, then the LOBs, the domain experts, can use it and build applications for monitoring, for automation, for planning and forecast. And now I want to share with you the exact example now for the AI business services. These are our AI assets, and why I choose AI business services, because they are business relevant. And for our SAP, it's really important we focus on business relevant AI capabilities. At SAP, our AI business services are reusable, can insert into different business contexts, and also it's business value driven and easily to support our strategy, infuse to our portfolio, and also help our customers build extensions. And the business value I have repeated already, right? Automation, efficiency, cost saving, user friendly. And the reusable means also once we develop it, it can be applied into different contexts and also easily to apply. We provide different APIs, REST API, SDKs, and libraries so that developers can easily digest and use. And now I want to share with you which kind of AI business we have now. Our AI business services, we deal both structured and unstructured data. The structured data among a database, right? Tabular data for semantic matching, recommendation, surveys, and data attribute recommendation. This is very important for structured data. And a lot of ERP systems and a lot of our customers have structured data, but sometimes they have also not a complete and the right data. Therefore, our data attribute recommendation can really also repair the data and suggest attributes. And for the unstructured data, this is also a major part of artificial intelligence, right? We deal with documents, images like PDF, and also image data. They are image data, but we use OCR and also natural language processing, extract the information from this document image. Furthermore, and the running text, right? Also, we apply natural language processing, extract the business entities, and also doing information extraction. This is very important for the further step, right? To do intelligent analytics and also monitoring and forecast. I stop here, hand over to Simona. Simona, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. It was a very, very nice introduction, and actually, I liked a lot the way how you started. You know, with the questions about how we are using the artificial intelligence in our daily life as consumers, as end consumer, because that is making already a very nice transition with my area for the small and medium enterprises, because up to now it was this kind of idea that AI, intelligent solution and so on are for the big sharks in the tank, but not really for small and medium businesses that are there on the market. And actually what I try to share with you today is what are our innovation mainstream in the SME application. So I'm representing here, I'm the head of the Intelligent Processes for SME, covering the small applications like the B1 for the small customers, and the medium customer market that is by design. And I will show to you how actually these are really bringing added value to the business and to the end user, in the same way as we as individual customer, we are taking advantages from, the recommendation that we get, when we watch TV, or when we are doing online shopping, or when we are using our iPhone. So my first image here is a nice Pinocchio robot, I like to name it. And the story behind this and why I name it Pinocchio is not because it's a lie. No, it's just because Pinocchio had a very nice story. It was a nice wooden puppet, which was very nicely, purposefully designed for a particular purpose, but then it wanted to become something more. And exactly is what's happening with ERP, by embedding AI services. It becomes something more than it used to be. And by doing that, we are actually providing to our customer additional speed and agility, fewer error and repetition, decision making, and of course also we are focusing on higher user experience. We are very digital now. Our kids currently, they are speaking a lot with Alexa, Siri, Cortana, and all the other. They will not really like browsing an old style application in there. So what actually that means, what we are doing in SME. The first part is the intelligent automation, and actually Feiyu was already covering that from the service point of view, from technology point of view. I speak here actually as a customer, so I'm internally the customer of Feiyu, so I'm speaking the same like you. I will speak the same business languages that you will have when you will use these technologies, right? How can I use the AI technology, and not only AI, the intelligent technology, what I name. So I cover here the different parts in improving my business, in making my business better, in gaining some money, in saving time, in improving performance. And that is via a mix of intelligent automation and AI business services, which we are either productive or in advanced stage of the development. And for this part, I will also share with you a demo very soon. The second part is the decision assistance and decision making. Here, we will take the advantage of the embedded predictive analytic library, which are already available in the HANA being the database that we are also using for our SME applications. And we will bring that one in the front end. So we'll give the possibility to our partners, for example, and also our customers, that they have the capability to develop for particular industry predictive models and a different type, using over, I think PAL has now almost 100 different ML scenarios and models for improving the business process. And not the last, I was telling you about the next generation user experience. It's a mix between the intelligent chatbots and intelligent web search, also coupled with a different type of the services that will provide a kind of hands-free or free of clicking and free of browsing experience through a type of digital assistant. So these second and third stream, you can already see them on the roadmap of the by design if you are looking, and they are in different stage of development. But actually what I will demo to you in the next minutes is exactly this part of the intelligent business document processing. The dream that we have both in B1 and by design is that every single document that is coming to the user, instead of the user taking it from the email, from the different media, download it from somewhere, we'll use either direct integration of the AI services or through the help of the robots to take it, for example, from an email, processing, classifying, and preparing for processing, sending it to the document information extraction, that's being one of the many services that the AI Foundation and the platform is providing it there. The intelligence service will use a mix of OCR and AI services, ML services actually, that are pre-trained. That is very important for us because we don't need to use the data from ourselves, from our customer. You know, small customer, they have small data, they don't have big data. So the service can pre-train. We are having quite a decent accuracy, and I will explain to you about that a bit later. And then all of these, they are integrated at no extra cost for our customers, at least in the by design. So the next stream that we have is, as I told you, this predictive analytics library. That one is already existing in the HANA. Yeah, the only problem is it's not accessible in the user interface. So we will build this end-to-end framework that will give the possibility to our customer really to have management by exception. What means management by exception? Means imagine that you are a bakery and every single month you are ordering 100 kilo of flour for your needs. Why you should approve this every single time? Maybe the system can calculate a recommendation for you and ensure that every single purchase order of 100 kilos of flour need to be approved every single month. But if 1 month you will have an order of 150, then the recommendation will be of will have a lower accuracy. So then you will need to look into it. So then you will manage by exception. You will only manage those scenarios which need your attention. For the other one, you are not really needed, and you can focus on your business, on your customer, and on less administrative work. And the last part is this one. That is my favorite actually, because it's really coming to the current trends in the industry, you know, about speaking. Imagine that you know, I also have this small microphone here that you see. So imagine that you have your mobile app for your ERP and you are in the car and you just want to prepare your agenda and you are asking, hey, what are my open invoices? What are my next customers and so on? Instead of clicking through the very big menu, you know, the ERP application, they have everything for everybody in there. So instead of knowing from where to find each of the information, you will have a chatbot that is using the natural processing language to discuss with you. And that will be part of both the standard desktop application, but especially on the mobile application. That is something which we are trying to prototype right now. And for this, we will use, of course, you know, the platform that we have from Feiyu is the sub-conversational AI. And also, of course, maybe in a mix with some robots, maybe in the mix with some AI business services, depend on the different business cases that we might have there. Good, but I think I was speaking too much. So let's share with you that demo, which I was promising to you. So you will see actually what we have launched already in production and what we have succeeded to do up to now using these intelligence services in order to enhance our Pinocchio ERP story.
Intelligent Enterprise for SME? It sounds cool, but what does it really mean? Can my small to medium-sized business really benefit from it? Let's check on Mary and see how Intelligent ERP can help her. Mary is a brilliant baker, and while her business is growing, most of her employees are bakers, and her small administrative team started to buckle under the enormous weight of paperwork required to keep her system up to date. This is where Intelligent Business Document Processing comes to her rescue. Instead of manually downloading, classifying, and saving her supplier invoices from emails, and then typing them one by one into SAP, the intelligent invoice scanning, hand in hand with an automation bot, will do that for her. using a mix of SAP AI Business Services and SAP Robotic Process Automation integrated in or working side by side with her SAP system. What about all those receipts she and her sales team got when they joined the food fair last week, which now need to be added to her travel expense report? No worries. The intelligent mobile scanning will do that for her, using a mix of OCR with machine learning models embedded in her SAP Business by Design mobile app. Mary used to receive a lot of purchase orders via emails from event organizers. Now, instead of her manually creating sales orders by copying and pasting the relevant data from the emailed purchase order, the intelligent RPA bot will take care of that at the scheduled time, extracting all the necessary information with the help of the Document Information Extraction Service, and creating a draft sales order for her in SAP Business by Design or SAP Business One. Today, all Mary needs to do is validate the drafts and deal with the exceptions. But that's not the end of the story about our robot and how he can support Mary. How about something as simple as refreshing all your Excel reports with fresh data from SAP Business by Design without the need to manually open each one, press the refresh button, and then save them? Done. And the cool thing is, these bots are provided as best practice templates, which are easily extensible and customizable to any other business document or business process Mary may have. That's Mary. Mary is more than happy with the intelligent business document processing capabilities because now she can focus completely on the aspects of her business that really matter to her. Stay tuned.
Oh, sorry, I was already on mute. I wanted to say that probably you like it, but not enough to see it 2 times. So thank you for listening to me. Here you have my contact data in case that you have any questions. And also here are the QR codes. You know, we are speaking about doing the things different and intelligence from our roadmap, both for Business by Design and Business One, where you will find more information of what we have on the roadmap. And also I want to highlight this disclaimer because we are in a very insecure world. Here, what I was sharing with you, I mean, whatever is productive, of course, it's already productive, but everything that I was mentioning that is on the roadmap and is under development is, of course, under the change condition of our current situation. So yeah, please keep yourself updated with the up-to-date information that are available in our roadmap from the SAP portal. So thanks a lot. I think I will hand over back to Fei Yu and to Steve, and waiting for the question if you have any.
Thank you, Simona. Now I want to do some summarization for our presentation. As you see, there's a big potential for enterprise AI, right? And furthermore, we can share with you already the AI business services, how our AI strategy, right? And secondly, we can see AI artificial intelligence is really a cornerstone for intelligent enterprise. And Simona show you how we can apply for SME and how can we also make the boring tasks while information extraction, document information automatically. It's really great. And third, I want to share with you that like everyday life AI technologies, we SAP, we're really working on AI for every business layer and for every business process, and not only for big companies, also for SMEs, right? We want to make AI for every company feasible, accessible.
David, can you mute yourself? Thank you. Sorry, if I go ahead.
Yes, I almost finished my part, right? We try our best to make AI accessible and consumable for every customer in our ecosystem. As also Simona shared, right? You can keep in touch with us. We have our AI community, our sap.com AI, and also for SME, we have also the channel to keep touch with your contact. You can reach out. Thank you very much, and looking for questions.
Yeah, thank you very much, Elise. Very interesting talk. Are there any questions in the audience for Simona or Fei?
In case you don't realize, you are still on mute. It seems that we do not really have. That means that it might be a good thing is like we have been so clear and we were giving the message so well that nobody has any open question about that.
And if any questions pop up.
I may have one.
Ah, nice. Go ahead, please.
Thanks in the first place for the talk. That was great and insightful. In any case, I have one question in terms of how the data, how the data basically make the informed decisions. Do you probably have an idea of how much data needs, let's say, a small company need to have in order to make use of the processes? Saying, probably not referring to the example you had in the video with the bakery, but is this especially useful for really small enterprises that probably don't even have the data that they can access?
Absolutely, and that is the beauty of using Fei services, right? Because a part of these AI business services, for example, the one that I use, they are coming pre-trained, right? And this means the big brothers, they were using from us data. And you know that SAP is very careful with the data of the customer and how we use. So everything is accordingly with the GDPR and with the highest security and legal protection of our customer confidentiality. But they did it. And because of that, my small customers and small bakery, they will not need to have all those data to use the pre-trained services to have decent accuracy there. Actually, I can share with you some numbers for the document information extraction, which is already running since August last time. We're scanning more than 110 invoices by now, and they have a general accuracy with the pre-trained model with no input from us of 87.5%. Yeah, so initially was like 85 with the increase every single quarter because they were applying some fixes for our complaint, and now we already reached 87.5. That means out of 100 invoices from our customer, 87.5 are scanned with no particular mistakes. And in order to improve that either more, we are putting in a voluntary opt-in option that the customers will be able to check for the invoices that contain no personal data, and they will send up to us, back to Fei team, that they will use for retraining of that general service with this data. So the algorithm will be a real machine learning algorithm learning from data in future. So one single invoice from one single small customer is not changing this, but we have a lot of small customers. So adding up 100 invoice for 3,000 customers, for example, is coming already with like 30,000 invoices, and that will definitely make an impact on the improvement of the accuracy. So that is the kind of model and the data model that we are using in SME, because as you very well underline, a single small company will not have enough data for using this. However, if you are applying that in the ML algorithms, for example, in the PAL, you are really needing far less data for taking a decision based on your own behavior. Imagine that you are a manager which is approving, I don't know, the vacations of your people or the purchase order of your people, then a relative small data set will be good enough to train an algorithm of your particular behavior for your particular relative small data set. So it's, but that is because the scenario is pretty narrow. It's your behavior and your data. When we speak about invoices, you can imagine how many type of invoices and fields and language and so on you have there, and there you speak about a big pool of data. So for each of the type of the algorithm that we have, we are applying a different type of data strategies and a different way of collecting and improving these services. Does that answer your question.
Great, thanks. Thanks a lot. That was quite helpful.
Good. I was expecting actually this question. Is nice that it was coming from you, because everybody is asking it. Anybody else want to try? Seems not.
And if anyone has any questions that come up after the session, can always get in touch with any one of us directly. And for example, if you can email us at info@aicampus.berlin, and then I'll be sure to direct the questions directly to Simona or Dr. Fei.
Yeah, and by the way, you know, because Fei was mentioning about the community, on the community, at least if you look on the page for the business by design, we were creating there a section in the expert content for the intelligent enterprise for SME, and there you will find more example blogs and especially the latest deliveries that we have, you know, for the intelligent enterprise, all grouped under that particular section. So it's very easy to follow up, to comment, and my team is also following up on those one, and either myself. So if you'll read any of these blogs and you'll have additional question in future, please feel free to write it there and we will answer to you. And the same for the other community page from Fei.
Exactly. Thank you, Simona.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, the audience, for the attention. I think also, as I have the feeling, AI for everyday life, it's easy to be accessed as artificial intelligence for enterprises, right? I think it's still a new area, and therefore it's so important. We are working on it, and for each company, right, we contribute to the automation and also the awareness of artificial intelligence in the business process, right? Yeah, looking forward to working with you and also getting in touch with you in the future.
Absolutely. Thank you also. Thanks for joining. Bye.
Thank you very much, SAP and everyone who attended.